your spirit soar. This is the podcast you can't ignore. It's the badass broadcast. Feel the flame breaking the rules, rewriting the game.
Welcome back to the Badass Broadcast, where we don't play small, we don't hold back, and we sure as hell don't let resistance run the show. Today we are diving into something that might be a little hard to hear, but will set you free. It's not your circumstances, not other people, and not even the situation itself that's causing your suffering. It's your resistance to it. I know that can be a tough pill to swallow because it's so much easier to blame the job, the ex, the unfair situation, the universe, God. But the truth is, pain is inevitable. It is an inevitable part of life. But suffering is optional. And suffering happens when we grip onto what should have been instead of accepting what is. Now, before we start thinking surrender means giving up, hell no. Surrender is about reclaiming your power. It's about shifting your energy from fighting against life to flowing with it. So today we're breaking free. We're releasing the grip, letting go of the fight, and stepping into the badass flow of life. Because surrender isn't weakness. It's the ultimate flex. Let's get into it.
Every word, every beat, your truth out loud. This is your kingdom. Stand up proud.
Let's talk about resistance. The invisible force that keeps us stuck, stressed, and spinning in circles. You know that feeling when you're clenching your jaw, gripping on to an outcome, or replaying a situation over and over in your head, wishing it were different. That's resistance. And that, my friend, is where suffering lives and thrives. Resistance is sneaky because it feels like power. It feels like control. Like if you just push harder, think more, fight back, or refuse to accept what's happening, then somehow things will change in your favor. But in reality, the more you resist, the more you suffer. You see, what you resist persists. Ever notice that the more you try to ignore a problem, the louder it gets? The more you deny reality, the more it smacks you dead in the face? That's because resistance doesn't change reality. It amplifies the pain. Think of it like wrestling quicksand. The harder you fight, the deeper you sink. Resistance keeps you locked in a battle you cannot win. It's like trying to stop a river with your bare hands. It's exhausting, it's frustrating, and ultimately, it's pointless. Maybe you're resisting a breakup, wishing the person would come back. Maybe you're resisting a job loss, feeling like it shouldn't have happened the way that it did. Maybe you're resisting a part of yourself, like your feelings, your emotions, something you did in the past. And the more you resist, the heavier it gets. What if, instead of fighting, you just softened? What if you let go of the struggle and allowed yourself to just be? What if? Now let's talk a minute about surrender. Because here's where people get it twisted. Surrender isn't about pretending everything is fine when it's not. It's not about approving of what happened or rolling over and giving up. Surrender is about acceptance. Accepting what is so you can move forward. Let's say you're caught in a storm. You can yell at the sky all you want. You can curse the rain. You can resist the reality of the storm all you want. Maybe it ruined your dress. Maybe it ruined your plans. The storm doesn't care. it's still going to rage. And the more you fight it, the worse you feel. Or you can simply step inside, get dry, wait for the skies to clear. The storm will pass either way, but one path brings peace and the other brings suffering. And you can say, oh, well, you don't understand, because of the storm this happened, or because of the storm that happened and it ruined this and now I can't do that. I get it. But dwelling on all those things is not going to make the storm stop. It's still going to be a storm, and it's still going to do what storms do. So why not be at peace with what is? If you got to ride the storm, you might as well ride it in peace, right? And it's the same with life. When we accept the storm, instead of fighting it, we free ourselves from unnecessary pain. We allow healing to begin. Let me say that again. When we free ourselves from unnecessary pain, when we accept the storm instead of fighting it, we allow our healing to begin. Think about it. What's one thing in your life right now that you've been resisting? What if, just for a moment, you allowed yourself to stop fighting it? Because control is an illusion. Control is an illusion. So let's get real. You don't control nearly as much as you think you do. You don't control other people. You don't control circumstances. You don't control life's timing. What you do control, what you absolutely have 100% control over, is your response, your mindset, your energy. Those are the things that you control. Trying to control life is like trying to control the ocean. You can't stop the waves. You can't change the tide, but you can learn to ride them. And when you stop fighting the current, life becomes lighter, easier, and a hell of a lot more peaceful. Think about a time when you let go of something you were gripping on to. Maybe you finally stopped chasing someone who didn't see your worth. Maybe you released an old grudge, or maybe you surrendered to the unknown and suddenly things just started flowing. That's not a coincidence. That's the power of surrender. So what if, just what if you let go? I want you to sit with this question for a moment. What if I just let go? What if I stop trying to control things I can't control? What if I trusted that everything is unfolding exactly as it should? Do you feel that shift? That's your soul exhaling. That's peace. That's the freedom you've been searching for. And it starts now. Now we're going to do a short exercise for releasing resistance. So we're going to pause just for a moment. If you're able to join us now, go ahead and do so. If not, feel free to come back later to this point in the episode. So just pause for a moment, because it's isn't just about knowing the truth. It's about feeling it. This is where shift happens. I want you to fully engage in this. No half-assing it, no distractions. Let's do this together. So first we're going to get grounded. So wherever you are, get comfortable, sit up tall, but relaxed. And now close your eyes. Take a deep breath, slow deep breath in through the nose. Hold it for a second, and now exhale through the mouth with a sigh. Let something go. Let your shoulders drop. Feel the tension start to melt. Now take another deep breath in through the nose, but this time as you inhale, imagine pulling in peace, acceptance, and flow. And as you exhale, imagine releasing resistance, stress, and control. So inhale, peace, acceptance, and flow. Exhale, resistance, stress, and control. Now we're going to do this 3 more times. With each breath, feel yourself softening. Feel the weight lifting off your chest. Inhale. Inhale. One more time. Inhale. Now let's identify what you're resisting. Bring to mind one thing you've been resisting, one situation, one truth, one change that you've been fighting against. It could be a breakup, a job situation, a part of yourself that you just don't want to face, a decision you're afraid to make. Whatever it is, hold it in your mind. Name it. Own it. Don't push it away. Just let it be there. Notice how your body feels when you think about it. Is there tightness? Is there a lump in your throat, a knot in your stomach? Breathe into that. Just breathe and let it be. And now ask yourself, what's the worst that will happen if I stop resisting? What if I just let it be? Say it again, but this time feel it. What's the worst that will happen if I stop resisting? What if I just let it be? Ask yourself, what if I let go of control? What if I trusted life instead of fighting it? What if I surrendered to the flow and allowed things to unfold? Now, as you sit with these questions, notice what happens in your body. Do you feel a little lighter, even just 1%? That's your soul exhaling. That's freedom knocking. That's you stepping out of suffering and into powerful peace. Now imagine taking that thing you've been resisting and placing it in the hands of the universe, of God, of life itself. Picture it floating away like a balloon into the sky. Watch it drift higher and higher and further until it's no longer yours to hold. Take one more deep breath in. Hold and exhale. Releasing it completely. You don't have to carry this anymore. Surrender doesn't mean nothing changes. It means you stop wasting energy on the fight and redirect it into something that actually serves you. Now, open your eyes. Welcome back. How do you feel? That, my love, is the power of letting go. This is just the first step to peace. And you can return to this anytime you feel yourself gripping too hard. Because life isn't meant to be fought against. It's meant to flow. Now, of course, I have a badass action step for you. We're going to journal it out. Write this down. What is one thing you're resisting right now? Then ask yourself, what's the worst that will happen if I let go of the fight? How would it feel to stop pushing and start trusting? And next, you're going to breathe into acceptance. Take a few minutes today to just breathe. No fixing, no forcing, just being. Inhale acceptance. Exhale resistance. Every time your mind starts gripping onto control, breathe into surrender. Your peace is in the letting go. Now, before we close, let's anchor this energy with a powerful affirmation. Repeat after me. I release my need to control what I cannot change. I trust the flow of life and know I am always supported. Say it, feel it, own it. Love Bug, this is your reminder. You don't have to carry the weight of the world. You don't have to fight reality. Let go, trust, and watch how life starts moving for you instead of against you. If this episode hit home, share it with a friend who needs to hear this. Screenshot it, tag me, and let's keep this badass energy flowing. Until next time, let go, flow, and stay unapologetically you. And remember, you are an unstoppable badass, worthy of everything your heart desires. Let's get it.
Hear the call, this is your anthem to conquer it all. It's the Badass Broadcast. Feel the flame breaking.
Want to keep this momentum going? Here's how you can take it to the next level. Rise and thrive with my brand new Facebook community, Elevated Soul Tribe. The name has changed, the mission remains. This is your unlimited space for soulful self-love, mindset mastery, and badass transformation. Book your free badass breakthrough session, and together, let's tackle what's been holding you back. If you're loving this badass energy, consider making a donation to help keep these empowering episodes coming. Subscribe, rate, and share this broadcast with someone who needs a spark of badassery in their life. All right, love bug. I'll catch you in the next episode of the Badass Broadcast.
So this is the podcast you can't ignore. It's the